would a police officer who sees a woman that appears to be too old, claiming to be the girlfriend of a 13-year-old boy, with the same name as her 21-year-old half-sister, let her go without contacting her parents? On July 25, 2023, police were summoned to the Nordstroms located in International Plaza in Tampa, Florida for a shoplifting incident. That is when police first encounter Alyssa Zinger.
So this girlfriend not your daughter?
During this encounter, Zinger is videoed claiming to be 14 years old.
Because how old are you? 14?
On the left is Alyssa Zinger. On the right is an actual 14-year-old girl. Does Alyssa look like a 14-year-old to you?
You have a sister named Alyssa?
Yeah, a half-sister.
A half-sister?
Yeah.
Okay, but you don't have the same middle name, I'm assuming?
I don't have anyone else my dad, my parents I'm with him.
How many people do you know that gave two of their children the same first and last name? This was the officer's response to that highly unusual information.
So I'm going to document that you're going home with them.
Okay.
I tried to get in contact with your parents. You made efforts.
If you're a law enforcement officer and you're watching this, can you help me out here? Why would a police officer see a woman who looks too old, claiming to be the girlfriend of a 13-year-old boy and has the same name as their 21-year-old half-sister, proceed to let them go without contacting their parents? Leave a comment to explain this to me, please. Oh, and while you're answering that, the fictional half-sister's birthday was January 15, 2001, and Alyssa told police her birthday was January 15, 2009. This is a clip of Zinger and her boyfriend walking out of the store. I just want you to note the height difference. Both Zinger and her victim were allowed to leave with her victim's father. Honestly, there was enough information in this for police to begin investigating the woman. They did not. That happened after this victim reported something to their school. We'll get to all of that and more right after my ridiculously obnoxious trigger warning. Roll the intro. Zinger was posing as a 14-year-old homeschooled girl when she met the victim on May 27, 2023. 6 days short of 4 months later, on October 19, 2023, Victim 1 reported that his girlfriend Zinger had recorded video of them engaging in sex and sent it to some of his friends on Snapchat. All three victims believed Zinger was around their age. Several days after recording the video in question, Zinger contacted Victim 1 and asked if she could charge her phone at his house. I guess her parents didn't have electrical outlets at their house. When he went to the restroom, Zinger took his phone and started recording videos and taking pictures with her phone. Victim 1 had to physically force Zinger out of his house to get his phone away from her. At this point, Victim 1 also contacted Zinger's father and informed him about the incident. We will talk more about Mr. Zinger later. Victim 2 confirmed that he had received a copy of the video from Zinger through Snapchat. Victim 1 told police that he met Zinger on Snapchat and that was their primary means of communication during the relationship. Zinger was posing as a 14-year-old homeschooled girl when they met on May 27, 2023, and began a sexual relationship the next day. Victim 1 stated that the crimes occurred between that time and mid-September of 2023. He told police that physically Zinger seemed much older than her stated age. After this interview, police did police stuff. Her motor vehicle records confirmed that Zinger was the now 22-year-old who she originally said was her half-sister based on her driver's license photo. Furthermore, the police obtained her school records, which further confirmed her identity and her age. Finally, they obtained her work records from Public, which also confirmed her identity and age. Victim 1 confirmed that Zinger worked at Publix. After obtaining that information, police followed up with Victim 1. He confirmed that he and Zinger had engaged in sexual activity. He showed police several photos and videos that corroborated his statements. Police uncovered more equally disturbing information as well. Let's learn more about the investigation. After this, police contacted Publix and confirmed that Zinger was a part-time bakery clerk and had been since March 10th of 2023. Victim 1 reported that he and Zinger had engaged in sexual activity approximately 30 times. He reported both vaginal and oral intercourse with Zinger, who performed the oral intercourse on him. Victim 1 stated that these encounters took place at his house. Victim 1 stated that Zinger would send him sexually explicit photos and videos of herself from both her cell phone and her Snapchat account. He also stated that Zinger told him about sexual encounters with other boys of roughly the same age as him before, during, and after their relationship. While the abuse is reported to have ceased in mid-September, Victim 1 states that Zinger continued to contact him through Snapchat until approximately November 5th, 2023, about 2 weeks after he initially reported it. Victim 1 identified Zinger as his abuser from her driver's license photo. After this, police contacted Publix and confirmed that Zinger was a part-time bakery clerk and had been since March 10, 2023. Police went to the store and showed them 2 pictures of Zinger, one from Victim 1's phone and one from the body cam footage. Store management confirmed that it was the same Alyssa Zinger who worked for them, and she was over 18 years of age. At this point, Detective Amanda Barankowski, a Special Victims Unit detective with the Tampa Police Department, applied for and received a search warrant. The warrant included digital data as well as physical searches of Zinger's residence and cell phone. During these searches, Zinger's father began to act pretty suspicious. So let's discuss those searches. First, he just admitted that he has a criminal record. When police arrived at Zinger's residence to secure it for the detectives, no one was home. Zinger was already in custody. Zinger's parents arrived home before the detective got there and were informed they cannot enter the house. This is her father's reaction to that news.
That's weird because I talked to my lawyer and he says, you guys aren't under arrest. You guys aren't.
I guess this dude doesn't realize that the search area has to be secured because anyone can tamper with evidence. The conversation continued.
We've been, he knows, completely 100% cooperative in every way, shape, or form. But we want to make sure that you guys are doing the right thing too.
I don't know about you, but I've never seen someone who is actually being cooperative state that they are being cooperative. Zinger's father then proceeds to make excuses for Zinger.
A beautiful young daughter that's in a, this shouldn't be happening. She's got a lot of problems and mental issues and stuff, and it just sucks that, I don't know if you have kids.
Yeah, she molested young children because she has mental issues, all right. But that's not even the worst of it. Listen to what Zinger's father says next.
She got messed up with the wrong kid. Even though he's a lot younger. Put it this way, my daughter, my wife works for the federal government, 38 years, never been in trouble in her life, not a single thing. My daughter, the same thing. Me, stupid little shit when I was a kid. But we're good, honest people, hardworking people, and she just she never got in trouble in her life or nothing, but she met a kid, and even though he's young, that's why we're in this situation, she never got in trouble in her life until she was 13.
So a couple things to note there. First, he just admitted that he has a criminal record. Second, he's blaming the victim. He's literally saying that his, at the time, 22-year-old was negatively influenced by the 13-year-old she was having sex with. He's not done yet.
This kid is 14 years old. He's got girls at his house videotaping them, making porn at 14 and shitty. And my daughter's 21 or 22. She was a virgin until she was 21. We got this kid being a frickin', this unbelievable.
First of all, I do not believe that she was a virgin until she was 21. I do believe that her father believes that. Then he's talking about how the 13-year-old boy is making porn with girls at his house. No. Your daughter is making CSAM with a 13-year-old boy at his house. This dude is a real piece of work. When police get into the house, Zinger's parents provide police with a phone they say is hers.
And I'll look at both dead in the eye. I do not know her pastor.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not
I
trying
gotta get into it.
Yeah, I'm not trying to
You
get
know,
into it.
we give you every right and want you to, do what you have to do.
Service, and I was trying to see like what, because if Wi-Fi calling isn't enabled, like if Wi-Fi calling is enabled, then we could call it while it's on Wi-Fi. But I was trying to get that screen and I couldn't. So when I went to set, there should be I don't know how to get to her settings.
So allow me to point out that her mother knows this phone does not have service, which is why Wi-Fi calling needs to be enabled. Additionally, they both go on about not knowing Zinger's passcode. The thing is, this isn't Zinger's phone. It's her mother's old phone. And yes, these schmucks have never heard of IMEI numbers, which link phones to people in phone company records. We're not done yet, though.
Right.
From the beginning, from Mike to now,
Right.
we've been nothing but honest, truthful, and helpful.
Yeah.
I guess it's possible that neither he nor his wife recognized his wife's old phone that just happened to be laying on the table. After this search, Zinger posted bond and was released from jail awaiting trial. However, the investigation was not complete yet. There was another search a couple weeks later. Now he's telling his daughter that the police have to protect themselves from crazy people. When the police showed up, Zinger's father expressed concern that they hadn't notified them of the search warrant ahead of time. Detective Barankowski explained,
I was executing residential search warrants. That's something that they're not privy to with that information. And that's something that we have to execute in, a capacity of maintaining the integrity of the investigation, okay?
Listen, schmuck, police can't pre-inform of a search warrant. If they did, evidence could be tampered with. Oh, but he's not done yet.
The last time you guys did this, we were able to at least have one person come with you. Why is that difficult?
It's technically, this house is ours now. We have a search warrant. It's ours.
But we did do this. She signed.
If she wants to allow that, it's up to her. This is her case. It's the case.
The main thing is that as long as you're all together with the camera, yes.
I can tell you what I can do in the house about it.
No, what I'm saying is, I just want it on camera what you're doing.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Just for our, not 3 in this room, 2 in that one, 5, doing this and that. You got to get out there and do whatever you got to do. I'll give you 100%. You got to do it anyway. But you have our, you have our.
I can't guarantee if that's the way it's going to be. We don't normally record.
You heard that right. Dude is trying to tell police how to conduct their search. Hey bro, doesn't work that way. They got a warrant and you're lucky you're even inside the house. We're not done yet.
Acting like I'm a murderer.
They got to protect. They don't know who is here. They got to protect themselves. This is a crazy world. People are mental. They got issues. There's men probably out there that would do something stupid. You know what I mean? They got to protect themselves. You know what I mean? There's a lot of crazy people out there.
Yes, yes, and yes. Last time cops were here, he was telling them his daughter had mental issues. Now he's telling his daughter that they have to protect themselves from crazy people. I believe this is what psychiatric professionals call gaslighting. Just one more clip.
I just wish they would have called this and said, hey, or called our attorney and said, hey, we'd like to, okay, come on in.
Yeah, he's still bitching about not being notified ahead of time about the search. What a piece of work. After this search, a superseding indictment was created which charged Zinger with more counts of the same crimes. After that, Zinger was taken back into custody and is being held without bail until her trial comes up, which is currently scheduled for April of 2025. I, for one, am glad this woman is off the streets. Let's wrap this video up, shall we? I can easily believe that a 13-year-old boy didn't realize this woman was over 13 years old. I mean, she's not exactly acting like an adult. Additionally, victim 1 reported that when he would try to break up with her, she would become angry and violent. Zinger would throw things at him, yell at him, and make threats. Victim 1 claimed that she engaged in sexual activities with his friends to get back at him. He even accused her of posting revenge porn. This is clearly a narcissistic individual who feels entitled to take what she wants with a complete disregard for what it does to her victims, their loved ones, and even her own loved ones. I spent as much time as I did showing her father so you can see where she learned that behavior from. Honestly, she probably could have told her victim her real age and still victimized him. I mean, we do live in a society where the general view of a woman molesting a boy is, way to go, kiddo, you got yourself an older woman. That should not be the reaction any more than it would be the reaction if a 22-year-old man did this to a 13-year-old girl. If Zinger were male, I highly doubt that her father would have felt comfortable blaming the victim. Here's my question, the reason I make these videos about these disgusting people. Can we do better to protect our children? I think we can, and I think the answer is education. I mean, obviously we cannot just lock people up under the premise that they might one day victimize children. However, we can educate the children. We can provide classes that teach exactly what is and what is not abuse, physical, mental, emotional, and sexual. We can provide instruction on how to reasonably ascertain a person's age based on their physical appearance. School guidance counselors can actively solicit reports about potential child abuse situations as part of those classes. And that's why we need sexual education beginning in elementary school. It's not because anyone is trying to indoctrinate your children or teach them things they shouldn't know. It's because if your children don't know, predators can much more easily prey on them. Leave a comment and let me know your thoughts on this. Don't forget to like and share the video, maybe subscribe to the channel. Remember, as always, super thanks and channel memberships are super cool. And now, I got a jam, so tag, you're it. At this point, Detective Amara Baron Pelt